What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the AI only battle on the world map with some mods and stuff. 43 civs, and I messed that up so bad, but Rome have just grabbed a third city towards the southern tip of Italy, and the Songhai did just settle sort of southern Carthage as well. Looks like Germany is not going to have much success in their war with Spain against Rome, but it looks like Spain and France may be about to have a war, which would be quite an interesting one. There's not many direct wars at the moment where I can see a city being taken over anytime soon. I don't think anyway. I'll keep looking around the map. Mongolia, the Huns actually sent their army over here. Okay, so let's just watch this develop, because with their battering rams the Huns can be effective, and Mongolia are usually a strong civ, but here in this campaign the amount of civs settling around them, it's going to be very difficult for Mongolia to get as big as they normally are, just because, and also there's less space for Mongolia in the first place. We've already seen they're very far behind in techs. I know they're 5 techs behind the Huns, so this could be, maybe if they can get those swordsmen and that great general over, it could be huge for the Huns. I mean, not so big for the Huns because the city is so far away, but it'll be big for Mongolia losing their capital this early in the campaign. And also just want to keep an eye on Mali, because they're sort of sitting quietly in Africa. Obviously they're one of the few nations, obviously with Morocco and Carthage I guess you could say as well, who don't have to worry right now about the Zulu, who have expanded in the south quite rapidly. But Mali do have another settler going out. Obviously Mali could very easily, if they built up enough units with the Songhai and lots of wars, go after this city here, Tombouctou. But it doesn't look like anything's happening on that front just yet. Germany all the way over here. Now they can't access the New World from here, they're just cut off, so it's going to take a while yet before deep sea sailing and they can actually, civs can go across into the New World. But okay, let's focus in now here. I don't think they've got enough units, and Washington did just peace out with the Iroquois. I think the Iroquois just sort of noticed America may soon take one of their cities, and France just declared war on Rome. I think Rome should lose the city this time. There's the Germans helping. Spain are also in a war. France can't mess up this time, surely. Well, I hope they don't. I mean, if they mess up again, then who knows. But the Huns are attempting it. Credit to the Huns. I mean, they may never get this army back through. Yeah, they could. Oh, Mongolia are going for another city. They could get completely cut off the Huns. And then, I mean, I think the Huns have a massive army still at home. Well, they have enough to defend. Although the Soviet Union could attack here. Big city as well. 13 population. Bigger than Moscow. Just south of Moscow. So it'd be interesting to see that. Soviet Union need to do something, because they're sort of just sitting here, not doing too much. And there we go, Chile did grab the Falkland Islands, so they're doing well. Chile, the first civ with 4 cities in South America. And let's go back over here and check. The Huns have got it in the yellow, and they've got enough units here. Whether they can hold on to it, because the Mongolians have got a lot of units towards Shanghai and Beshborlik. That's my best attempt at that one. So we could see an interesting turn of events for the Mongolians here. Bear in mind they're 5 techs behind, so if they lose their capital, I'd say it's pretty much game over for Mongolia. Okay, the Siam just pieced out with Mongolia. The Huns' turn has not happened yet. Mongolia have had their attempt. The Siam need to build up an army and attack Vietnam. Oh, they're so close. They should get it done. Egypt is defending though from, is it Ethiopia? I don't know. Egypt is in a war with Assyria and I believe Ethiopia. I may have got that wrong. It may be Carthage or Ethiopia. Not 100% on that, so whoever it is, they're not attacking Egypt, so it doesn't matter right now. So this should be the fall, and Ottomans now joining the war against Egypt. Everyone seemed to declare war on Egypt just because they took one Songhai city, even though the Songhai got rid of the oh, we missed it. There we go. Mongolia aren't going to be a power. Well, they almost certainly aren't, because that is their capital falling to the Huns, and the Huns look like they might go for more. which is incredible to me. And that just weakens the Mongolians. It gives China a chance, who have been sort of slow at the start of this campaign, lost a city, they've been sort of cut into their empire. It would really give them a chance to just maybe take a city back now from Mongolia. And the same for Korea. It gives Korea as well longer to develop a scientific lead that they can use later in the campaign. North America is still looking pretty much, I don't know, everyone's sort of burnt each other out of units, and the Shoshone have got a few left. The Aztecs have got a lot of units. They could very quickly take out someone. And there we go, Korea's got Machu Picchu on this little mountain here, I presume, or well, technically in the capital, but it looks like it's there. That mountain's got some weird thing sitting on top of it. And Germany did grab a third city. They grabbed at Munich on the coast of the Baltic Sea, although they won't be able to get out of that sea unless they take leads from England. Now, we can focus on Rome for a little bit now and see how the French and German invasion goes. The Spanish are not doing very much, but France and Germany, two of the largest armies there, although Rome are up, they're not up there anymore. They're all racing to defend now. If you was Germany, it would be worth a try sending your units towards Rome. But I don't think the AI is going to do that. They're both going to try sneak in and take Antium. So we'll keep seeing how this develops. Keep checking back. Greece is moving its units, I think, towards the Huns. Maybe it can't be. They've got open borders with Poland. Maybe the Soviet Union or the Huns need to be prepared for a Greek attack. Poland don't have many units. They have a few in Warsaw and a few around Krakow. Maybe they're waiting for the Ottomans to move their units. But most of the Civs have large armies, and it's making the campaign really, really interesting so far. Have New Zealand... No. Okay. We'll come back next video. We'll check if they've actually used one of their two settlers. Maybe I should have made one of these tiles. Why, France? What are you doing? France just pieced out with Rome for nothing. Hopefully Germany take this now and make the French pay. And anyway, Greece, as predicted, just declared war on the Soviet Union. The Huns are going ham. They just took another... Oh, but Mongolia are coming back for their capital. But the Huns, you know what? It was worth it. They've done damage to Mongolia. They've probably ruined the Mongolians' campaign in a few turns. But the Mongolians are back now. But right now, the Soviet Union... I mean, the Greeks have got such a tight sort of gap to get through to get to Moscow. It's going to be very tough for the Greeks. I don't think they'll be able to get through unless they can get open borders through the Huns. They do have open borders through Poland, so maybe there's a slight possibility there. But there's Polish units in the way, and the Soviet Union, don't forget, did have something like that. We're in the top 10 largest armies. Once they get it all over to Moscow, they'll be able to defend. Don't forget, this could leave Greece. Look at Athens, very vulnerable right now. If the Ottomans were to attack in particular, they could do some real damage to the Greeks. No more developments in South America. The Inca have built up a very large army. I don't know who they're aiming it at. Maybe they'll go after La Plata of Argentina. That would be a good move. Or Valparaiso of the Chile. That would get them Chiro de Potosi. And they're going to get El Dorado in a bit as well, most likely. Mali have settled another city here. So, just so many civs. It's going to make it hard for the Zulu to fight their way through. And Arabia grabbed this island here. They only had to go a little bit further and they would have found Madagascar, but it's a shame for them. And Egypt grabbed Hagia Sophia in Thebes, which is doing well. 15 population. Is that the largest in the world? Maybe we can go have a look around. 15 seems like a lot. Lots of 10s. 12 in Carthage. 8s around Europe. 13 Paris. 13 London. 11, 10. Wow, Britain is really pumping out some numbers there. Berlin again 13, Poland 12, 14 from the Huns. No one looking like more than 15 as the Soviet Union defend. Maybe India, no, 13. Siam, Sukhote 15. What about Australia? No. Well, wow, New Zealand 18 off just this small island. That is incredible. Wow. How have New Zealand done that? Okay, whatever. Maybe in the New World there is some larger city. Yeah, this is going to fall back to Mongolia again. What about the New World? 10, 10. The Aztecs maybe? 8? Maybe not. Maybe 15 from 2 cities is the largest we're going to see. Oh, 18, sorry, from New Zealand. 14, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Yeah, it looks like 18 in New Zealand. That is incredible. Then 2 15s. So let's watch 2 big moments here. We'll try and get them both on screen. We can watch sort of the defense of Moscow here just, and the Soviet Union are doing fine. They'll be fine. But then we can watch the fall of Karakorum back to the Mongolians. Although it's going to be down to 2 population, the capital of Mongolia. So they've been weakened. I can say that much. Although they always struggle in their capital. It's in a giant desert. It's always hard to get food there. But the problem for Mongolia is now they've been weakened and they need to find a way to... They're going to take a long time to build up enough units to be able to take, say, this city from Vietnam, this Chinese city, this Indian city. The cities that have been settled far away from their home civs in this area. The Ottomans did just peace out with the Soviet Union. Nothing happened, but this campaign's getting exciting. Persia have built up a large army. India and Mongolia may now be facing their end. So India's a big one. I mean, their units they don't have much of an army, but Vietnam as well have got a few units if they send them all up. But I think the thing is, if Vietnam send their units up, Siam may take over this part of Vietnam, the main part of Vietnam, and sort of destroy them. And Korea just peaced out with the Huns. Oh yeah, Korea were at war with the Huns, but obviously Korea are just thinking they don't want this to happen to them, so they've got out of that one quickly. How is it going here? And is Germany making any progress? Not really, now that France has sort of blocked them off. It's a shame for Germany, but I think Germany should try go after Poland, because Poland are going for someone else over here. And since Mongolia grabbed that back, where are we? Where was the other thing? There's not much going on now. Greece does have a lot of units, but the Soviet Union have got enough to defend. Spain and Rome just peaced out. And other than that, anything going on in Africa? There's no city. Oh, the Zulu are attacking the Songhai now. And Greece has already peaced out with the Soviet Union. Oh, that was something we didn't bear in mind. Greece have a city to the north here. And there we go. We have a spy. So, where are we going to put him? We're going to put him in the Inca. Just because I'm interested in what the Inca are up to. They're being very quiet. Did I just miss them? No. The Inca are being very quiet. So, go spy on the Inca. Scroll down. Keep scrolling. Oh, why did we pick one near the bottom? The Inca. Cusco. Spy. There we go. So we can find out what the Inca are up to, or what they're planning on doing. Because they're looking very powerful, but they can't let the other civs get too strong. Is there any more settlers in North America? The Sioux have settled, sorry, sort of towards here. Is this like New Orleans? I'm not 100% on America. Okay. Mongolia's probably done. The Siam actually joined Vietnam and again attacked Mongolia, and now the Soviet Union have joined, so probably a lot more nations will join in a minute. The Sioux then have got another settler going out, maybe trying to go up here. America with a settler as well. Lots of Iroquois units going through America. Do the Shoshone have any settlers? No. Neither do California or the Aztecs, but it looks like they're planning a war. So they always look like they're planning a war. I think they're just running out of space to have their units in their own borders, and that makes it look like they're going to have a war. Argentina connecting this bit of sea. Now, what is going on? What's Spain up to? Not much. Spain, I think of... Oh, Spain took Antium in a peace deal. What? Rome. Rome didn't give France anything, but Spain did nothing, and they got the city. That's a big pickup for Spain. Spain needed that, because if not, they would have had to attack an African nation, because the French are doing well. Maybe Britain, but either way, they would have had to fight France. Now they've got access to Germany and Rome still, and just a better place to invade France from. So it's something they desperately needed, really. And how are the Zulu getting on? Oh, they're struggling. The Zulu are burning themselves out. They need to settle a bit more and build units, which is what they do. Send them up. It'll take a while, but then all of a sudden they'll just explode into life. Assyria looking strong in the Middle East. Got their siege towers up. They're probably waiting for Persia. Like, if India send all its units up to fight Mongolia, I could see Persia attacking India, and then once all Persia's units are sort of attacking Mumbai and Delhi, Assyria moving in to take the Persian capital. That could be a likely thing happening. And there we go, Victoria of Great Britain grabbing Angkor Wat. So another wonder for her. She's doing very well. She hasn't felt the need to settle the rest of Britain. She's obviously risky, but there we go. America's settling northeastern Canada region. I don't know why. The Iroquois will almost certainly take that when they could have settled here as well. Who knows? But Greece. Oh, boom. Okay, so Greece, they gave up on the Soviet Union. Now going for Rome. With all these triremes as well towards Kumai, they could do a lot better here. And Shaka has just pieced out with... So Songhai and Zulu just pieced out, which is a good thing. Especially for the Songhai, because the borders of Ethiopia growing. It's about to cut them off. And then the Zulu... They see the borders being cut off. They call in Assyria, their buddy, by the look of it, and attack Ethiopia. So, like I said, Africa, there is wars constantly in Africa. They're just stopping each other from getting strong. So this is technology. 17, California in last. 18 for Mongolia and the Aztecs. But the Aztecs have got a large enough army for that not to matter too much at the moment. The Sioux here, Persia 19. 20, this is pretty bad. 21 is okay. You've got Shaka, Stalin, Bismarck, so some okay civs in there. And you've got 22 from most nations. 23 from the top 8. So Brazil, Korea, Britain, Australia, and Ramses. In the top 3, Vietnam, Japan, and the Iroquois. So you know what? Japan are doing pretty interesting. So the Inca are launching a surprise attack, and they are plotting against Argentina. Okay, so yeah, that may be an attack for La Plata, as I said. Chile do have another settler up. Good for them. And Rome just pieced out with Germany. No cities swapping hands there. Let's watch Kumai. But also keep an eye on Ethiopia now being attacked by the Zulu. And Shanghai may fall to Vietnam, which would be huge for Vietnam. In particular, Mongolia are done, I feel. Even if they survive this completely, they're not going to survive the whole campaign. The Soviet Union need to do something. They just lost a lot of units, but they need to do something. Because this land is running out fast. But where are we going to be focusing in on? Right here, Kumai. I'm not sure. We're going to focus in. And he's also plotting against Chile. Okay. Inca. Well, Inca could probably fight both of them and do well. Even Brazil do not have a big army. India sneaking in out of nowhere. I mean, they had a few units here attacking. Wow, India stealing that from Vietnam. That's a big one. And Mongolia just pieced out with the Huns, which means the Huns keep hold of this Mongolian city, which is big for them, I guess. I mean, it keeps them involved in the politics of East Asia. But India, my pick for the campaign, actually grabbing Shanghai, the former Chinese city. That's pretty interesting. And the Great Mosque of Xi'an is completed by Argentina. And, okay, Inca's plotting against everyone in South America. Brazil don't have much of an army, to be honest, either. Oh, and there we go. We missed it again. We are missing. But Kumai falling to the Greeks, which means Rome is just down to Rome now. But it will be difficult to take Rome. I can see someone like Carthage maybe attacking Rome with a navy, or Spain if they build a navy, being the ones to take Kumai. But nothing too much going on. The Zulu is probably, and Egypt look like they're about to take 2 cities away though from the Ethiopians. So, I mean, that's going to really mess up African politics. Both Egypt and Ethiopia looking like the strongest nations. Not Ethiopia are probably 3rd strongest, but that's about to go away. I'll probably put the Songhai back there just by default. But quickly check Japan doing nothing more exciting, not really. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. If you have enjoyed, please be sure to leave a comment, any feedback on the video quality, just the series in general. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. It really helps. If you're feeling really generous, leave a like, and if you're feeling super generous, maybe even subscribe. That'd be awesome. Help me try and reach 50 subscribers, which would be insane. But just thank you for watching this far, really, and I'll see you next time.